There are lots of values or ways of being the world that are positive. But which ones are most important to you? Which values do you want to embody so deeply that people can feel them just by you being around? Values are the character traits we want to live by, the principles that guide how we make our most important decisions. They influence how we show up when it's hard, how we lead, how we love, and how we grow. One of my favorite thought experiments in this area is to imagine you were God for a day and that you could inject a handful of values more powerfully into the world. Which would you choose? Would it be compassion, courage, creativity, truth, joy? Well, whatever it is for you is a good indication of your core values. There are many values to admire, but the real power comes from choosing just a few, maybe 3 to 7, that you will truly have define you, because sometimes even positive values can conflict. Adventure might battle with safety, independence might rub against interdependence, passion may bump up against discipline, and creativity might confront consistency. In those moments, the values you choose, the ones you really lean into, will shape your legacy. So when thinking about your core values, don't just reactively choose the values you already live. Choose the ones that inspire you to be your best, the values that reflect your best self, past, present, and future. I'd like to share a personal story about how choosing different values radically altered the trajectory of my life. I tell this story to illustrate the power of values. As you may be aware, I drank alcoholically throughout my teens and my 20s. Though unconscious to my values at the time, the values that seemed to have driven me were probably comfort, being cool, hedonism, and maybe even rejecting responsibility. While I never ended up under a bridge, I certainly wasn't building anything worthwhile. But when I became willing to look at how these choices were impacting me, I was motivated to change. I began to value growth, connection, compassion, passion, and authenticity. This values realignment had me rethinking my old rituals, embracing new ones. It changed my life forever. What values do you want to embody? What do you want to express in the world? What do you want to model for your children, your team, and your community? Take some time and reflect upon this. Imagine what living each of your chosen values looks and feels like. And most importantly, live them daily and be willing to iterate. Nothing is set in concrete. Try them on, adapt, continue to evolve into the highest and best version of yourself according to you. Because when you're clear about your values and they align with your highest and best, your decisions get easier and your life becomes a declaration of what matters most to you.